All right, so it looks like the brand new content updates coming up here for the First Descendant are going to be very interesting indeed. Nexon opened up yet again in a brand new interview talking about farming for those new Descendants coming up here for Season 1 and 2 and exactly how that will be going down. But also they did speak about, yes, nerfs, concerns about that, balancing for seasonal content, and much more. What will happen to Ultimates, that sort of thing. Some very interesting details here. And we're going to be talking about, will we be seeing a big paid expansion for the First Descendant? And also, yes, I'm going over your top comments, once again, joined by my fiance.
Hi, it's Evelyn, and no, I am not AI.
Or is she? All right, so I say we get into that new Q&A with the dev team. Let's check it out. It says, you are emphasizing grinding, but what is the probability of ultimate weapons and modules appearing in-game content? And how long do you think it will take to farm one Descendant for each season? Now, this is translated. We're going to skip to what the main director says because this is what we really want to know. It says, if you already have a max level character, you can farm new Descendants in about 10 to 15 hours. So this is what we can expect for Season 1 and Season 2. Since this is a game about collecting rather than going deep into growth, there are a lot of things to farm to collect and combine the 19 Descendants, 22 ultimate weapons, and 560 modules. In particular, if you find the module you want and farm it, you can easily do it in a day in the case of character farming. If you do it repeatedly, you can reduce the time even more. So it sounds like they're not too concerned right now with the process of farming. Now, of course, I've seen some divisive opinions about farming currently, and you guys definitely want to see improvements, especially when it comes to void shards. So I really do hope they update us on that one. But let's keep going. We're going to talk about balancing and seasonal adjustments. So it says this. There are many overbalance issues after the game is released. I'm curious about how you plan to adjust them. And I think they're talking about, of course, Bunny in particular. We'll dive into a topic about Bunny in just a moment, by the way. But yeah, some of the Descendants are far more powerful than others. This is what they had to say about this. What we are paying attention to is which characters and combinations cause overbalance. First of all, we'll try to make sure that no matter how many updates we make, there's no overbalance that cannot be overcome. We will continue to rework modules and skills to change the balance for each seasonal update. And for characters that need structural balance reinforcement, we will release new modules to supplement the shortcomings and operate. So that sounds like it's going to be the plan. If your Descendant is feeling kind of underwhelming, well, it looks like they're going to kind of address that issue by releasing some really cool modules that can really lift that character back up. But what's most notable about these type of changes is that they would be happening with seasons. So it's really noteworthy that, of course, with the launch of a season, you're going to be seeing most likely balancing changes. And then every mid-season, you will see more adjustments as well based on feedback. So if there's something that the community is kind of panicking about and they don't like, well, it looks like they're going to immediately adjust that fairly quickly. Now, also, we have this one right here. It says, recently, users have been sensitive to nerfs. I think there will be a lot of complaints if we nerf a Descendant who is overbalanced. I'm curious about the details of the balance adjustment policy. And here's a response. Once again, I don't know how to do it in reality because it's something I haven't experienced yet, but I think it should be done if necessary. After all, when a character is upgraded, the content goes down. So I think there's a limit to how much you can raise the rest. If it's an inevitable situation, I think it's necessary to be bold. However, I think that a process of persuading users through transparent disclosure and objective explanation is necessary when changing the balance. And, you know, there is a follow-up to this to give more details on exactly what he's talking about. It doesn't sound like he's referring to downright absolute nerfs, by the way. He's talking about more adjustments. Remember, this is translated, but here it is. It says this, ultimate Descendants can use exclusive modules, so there seems to be a difference in balance compared to regular Descendants. Is there a reason why you created a separate ultimate character? And the response is this, Bunny is very popular with users. We prepared the ultimate version because we thought users expected a higher level character with a more special appearance performance strategy for their favorite character. However, we did not want the game to be played only for the ultimates, so the performance is not much better than the basic character. Instead, we provided enough value for fans to spend time farming. We do not think that the exclusive module is superior to the existing module. The ultimate version is being set in the direction of providing more strategic options. Do you guys agree with that assessment? or not. But that seems to be the approach also to balancing, that they would want to open up more strategic options, more things that you would really focus in up on with new content drops, new seasonal updates, because they want, you to focus on a new boss mechanic or something has changed with the game, and the modules will adjust and shift in that direction. And I think that adding new modules, exciting new modules, is the way to go going forward, so that players have new builds to mess around with. But you know what? All of this discussion about balance and adjustments and potential nerfs does bring up yet again this topic, which I'm seeing it appear again, Bunny needing a nerf. But people are more about Bunny's range. Check this out. She already has massive range, one-shots 99% of mooks in hard mode, and finishes the rest with a second zap. Has basically 100% uptime and has 0 survivability issues. Most characters need an energy activator ultimate build and like 8 spiral catalysts to even come close, and they are still worse. Still have to deal with cooldowns, still have to deal with MP costs, etc. Bunny needs a nerf, or the rest of the cast, including any new characters that Nexon will try to sell, are redundant. Kind of hard to sell a character that gives out buffs when Bunny is already doing this with her base stats. And I saw another post saying it's the range. It's the range that's the issue. Do you guys agree? Would you be bothered if they nerfed Bunny's range or not? Or do you think they should just absolutely leave it alone and, leave it as is? But there's another take with this as well. It says, hate about Bunny, but Valby and now Luna. All this fuss about Bunny, but what about Valby and now Luna? They both do the same thing as Bunny. Why don't we talk about them? And even worse, because Valby's skill remains for a while after being used, killing faster than Bunny's and Luna's, but no one complains about it. Understand, this is a farming game. Think about spending hours and hours farming an item by killing only with a weapon. It's torture. These 3 characters makes everyone's life easier. Stop complaining and enjoy when you have one of the 3 in your party. For those complaining, build one for yourself and you'll see how much more fun the game will be. Peace and love sign. So yeah, a lot of people agree with this post as well, saying, hey, you know what? I'm enjoying the hell out of the game as is. I also think, if this is an issue, one thing they could do is just add more enemies to the game down the road. We saw Diablo 4 do that, and it made the game so much more fun. So I think they could potentially add more mobs, and that would potentially spread out the herd, and then you would have your big group of mobs that you're dealing with, and Bunny would have hers over there. That could potentially be kind of like a band-aid they could do, or maybe it would solve the problem altogether. Let me know what you guys think about that one. Now, another question is, are we going to be getting a big expansion, some sort of paid DLC? So take a look at this. This is what was said. Are there any plans to add large-scale updates or content similar to paid expansion packs to the First Descendants? Here's the response from the dev team. We've received many questions about whether there will be paid DLC, but there won't be. We've made it clear from the beginning that we won't be selling content across for a fee, as we're aiming for free-to-play. So that is not in the plans. Would you guys be willing, though, to pay for, bigger content, a big expansion? That sort of thing. Sound off in the comments below if that's something that you guys would actually like to see. Now let's head on over to the community and see what they're saying. Of course, this is a topic that I noticed people were talking about recently. Wait, there is a queue now. It goes on to say the server is crowded, registering you in a queue. And people were speculating in the comments. It seems like it's an error, perhaps it's a bug. Now I have some my own theories of this, of course. Perhaps they are seeing, the player base kind of mellow out, and they're kind of scaling back servers momentarily because it does cost money to keep servers open, and they're finding that sweet spot. That could potentially be what they're doing. But now it seems to be working, at least for me. Let me know if you guys are still having any problems with that. But if you have any other theories, sound off as well. Now, we also have this one right here. The 59-minute double freeze is the most annoying bug in the game. Yet, as far as I can tell, the devs haven't acknowledged it anywhere. Is it possible that they're somehow not aware of it? And this is so annoying. He did share a clip here. Check it out right here. It's just this terrible pause stutter thing that seems to happen at the top of the hour, and it is really bothering a lot of people. And we have a response saying this. Smarter people that understand Unreal Engine and coding are saying it is a trash collection problem that is easy to fix. Others are speculating that it is anti-cheat. I don't know myself, but it definitely happens. Haven't heard anything on the side of the dev team. So yeah, hopefully they can comment on something with a new dev update. All right, so now it's time to go over your top comments. And once again, I am joined by my fiance.
Hi, I'm the fiance, in case you were wondering.
Yes.
I am not
and guess
AI.
she is not AI, just to confirm 100%. Okay, so let's get into this first comment here, which is this one right here.
So my comment gets over 200 likes and is the top comment, but doesn't even get a mention. What's that about, Robbie?
I'm sorry, but you have been denied.
Ooh, that was cool.
But here's the thing. I actually found your comment. I did some digging, and you are right. You were the top comment of my previous video. It's weird. You're like showing up as number 10 on my video here on my computer. On my phone, you appear as number 1. So we're going to go over your comment because we did miss it. So let's do this. All right, let's check it out.
For me, the First Descendant is an 8 out of 10. I ignore user review ratings as these can't be trusted anymore due to the review bombing, etc., etc. The numbers of players is the true rating of a game.
Hell yes. Isn't that the case anymore? That is so true. I've seen games lately that have like really poor ratings, but they have a thriving player base.
It's not just with games, I feel like. It's also with movies.
That's true. That is absolutely 100% true. So it's like I just play whatever I want to play and enjoy whatever I want to enjoy despite the rating.
Enjoy it.
And I do agree with your score. I would actually also give the game an 8 out of 10 currently because I do feel like there is room for improvement.
Fair.
All right, so the next one is this one right here.
Where is it? I can't see.
It's
I'm
right
a
there.
blind lady. Just kidding. Don't add that in there.
It's being added in.
Oh, no. The only companion I want to see is that one that auto-loots everything around you.
Oh, yeah, that would be awesome. Hopefully they can add that into the game. They haven't like really said specifically what the brand new utility companion is going to be, but it seems like it's going to tie into either traversal. And some of you did know that it seems like it's going to be like a companion app for your phone. I know that they have previously mentioned that they are interested in developing something like that. So you could like set up your Descendant loadout on your phone and then easily transfer that into the game, which actually would be pretty cool to see.
Cool.
All right, so what's the next one?
One thing I like to see is a more distinct appearance of Kuiper and gold drops. They're the main thing I'm scouring the ground for, with horrible visibility despite going yellow against many backgrounds.
Yeah, I agree. They definitely can fine-tune that one for sure. Here's this one.
The only thing I want before anything is to rework the paint
Everyone
system.
keeps saying that. I'm telling you, it's like always the top comment on my videos. The paint system. Nexon, please make a comment about this. Here's the next one.
Completely side note, I think too many people are sleeping on the Fallen Hope. That bonus damage to poisoned enemies with the Toxic Conductor mod is pretty legit.
So it seems like a lot of you guys need to get to trying out the Fallen Hope and checking it out. I did see a Reddit thread about that as well. Now, what is this one?
LOL, your fiance's edition for the comment reads is great.
I totally agree, and I keep telling her she should start her own YouTube channel.
Robbie.
Do it. Do it. All right, so there it is. The latest happenings around the First Descendant. We love reading over your top comments. Remember, keep sending them in, and we will try to find the actual top comments. Hopefully YouTube can like sort it right next time.
Please.
But thank you all so much for watching. Stay tuned for more, and I will see you all next time.